Hello everyone, welcome you all. In this video, I'm going to explain the general characteristic features of Archaebacteria. As we know, bacterial species are found everywhere. We can find bacterial species from soil, we can isolate bacterial species from air, from water, even from sewage, we can isolate bacterial species. But these archaebacterial species are somewhat different from other eubacterial species in many ways. These archaebacterial organisms are assumed to be descendant from common ancestor. They are considered to be the most primitive group of organisms. They have some unique features in their cell wall. The cell wall is completely lacking murin content and peptidoglycan content. The cell wall is made up of membrane lipids which is having isopronyl ethers, and the cell envelope of Archaebacteria show resistance against antibiotics and other lytic agents. There is no common cell wall polymer found in cell. Then cell wall of Archaebacteria is composed of proteins, glycoproteins or polysaccharides. Because of this unusual chemical components of the archaebacterial cell wall, they are found in extreme environmental condition. So these organisms withstand any kind of adverse environmental conditions because of these components. That is why these kind of organisms are known as extremophilic organisms. They can withstand extreme temperature, extreme pH, high saline condition and high pressurized condition. Based on the staining properties of these organisms, there are two types: gram-negative Archaebacteria, gram-positive Archaebacteria. Both these types differ by their cell wall components. Gram-negative archaebacterial cell wall is made up of single layered or more complex crystalline protein or glycoprotein, whereas gram-positive cell wall is made up of pseudomurin, a murin-like compound. It's not a real murin compound, so it's having some structural similarity with the murin. Pseudomurin, methanochondrin, or heteropolysaccharide compounds. And presence of single sulfur layer makes these organisms more resistant. They can withstand any kind of adverse condition because of the presence of single sulfur layer in their cell wall. This is a picture. This is an example of archaebacterial species. The genome size of Archaebacteria varies with the different organisms, and they are very much smaller than E. coli. Now let us move on to the differences between Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. So as we know, Eubacterial species found everywhere, whereas Archaebacterial species mostly they inhabit extreme environmental condition. Some of the archaebacterial species have been isolated from hot springs also, and some of the species have been isolated from high saline area. So they are mostly found in extreme environmental conditions. Regarding cell wall, eubacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan with muramic acid. Archaebacterial cell wall has other types of components other than peptidoglycan and muramic acid. Then the lipids, membrane lipids of eubacteria is having ester-linked straight-chained fatty acids and the presence of L-glycerol phosphate. Whereas archaebacterial membrane lipids have ether-linked branched aliphatic chains with the presence of D-glycerol phosphate. And DNA-dependent RNA polymerase of eubacteria mostly have a simple subunit pattern, whereas in Archaebacteria, this enzyme is having complex subunit pattern. And in tRNA Eubacterial tRNA has thymine, whereas no thymine is found in archibacterial tRNA. Introns are completely absent in Eubacteria, whereas Archibacteria has introns. So in this video, we discussed what are Archibacteria, what are the general characteristic features of Archibacteria, and what are the differences between Archibacteria and Eubacteria. Thank you.